What's up, guys? Heatfireash here, and I've got a brand new Demon Hunter deck for you today, and this is for standard. So this deck is Murloc Demon Hunter, and this is not a deck I've ever seen anyone use, but I thought to myself, Murlocs are great, they're very fast, and most of them are neutral cards. And the problems Murlocs always have is, one, they run out of steam, they have no card draw, and two, sometimes they can't finish off the game if your opponent has wiped your board. And what does Demon Hunter do really well? They have excellent card draw and they have great finishers. So let's put them together. This is the deck right here. We got great early game. I mean, not to mention our Oracle, our Tidecaller, our Murmy, really good one-drop cards. We also have Battlefiend, which is just kind of a generic good one-drop on its own. Plus, we've got some great finishers here. We got Metamorphosis, awesome, 8 damage, just right to face. We got Kayn, 3 damage to face, and also removes any taunts on the board. That's just super good. We have Glide, and we are running Glide right now. I think Skull could also be a very good option, but right now I'm kind of liking Glide, and I'm still testing it out because this deck is very new. But Glide is pretty cool because, for one, it draws 4 cards, all right? 4 is very important. It kind of reminds me a lot of Divine Fervor that Paladin used to have before it went to Hall of Fame, and it can mess with your opponent at times. Sometimes your opponent gets some lackeys to their hand, different stuff like that. Or if it's later in the game and your opponent has a huge hand, you can play Glide, outcast it, and get rid of your opponent's hand. And 4 cards is just, it's really great refill. Besides that, we basically have sort of a standard sort of Murloc package. We are playing Furious Felfin, which is a Demon Hunter card that's actually a Murloc. It's pretty strong. It can come down as a 4/2, which is 4 damage is quite a lot if your opponent can't remove it. And also, it will help you kill some problem minions. Maybe your opponent has a big taunt that you just need to get through. This can come down and actually just take it out, which is really great. And we still have some great Demon Hunter cards like Twin Slice, which is going to let you push damage and also play for great tempo early in the game. Consume Magic, another card to get rid of taunts. This is really good against Paladin. Get rid of their big taunts and draw a card. Super great. I think that's mainly the deck. The only other card I was considering playing was Voracious Reader, and right now I'm playing Tidehunters over them. I think Voracious Reader might be better, but I don't know. I'm still testing it. Like I said, this deck is a work in progress, but if you're looking for a deck that can basically go super fast aggro, beat down your opponent, and rank you up very, very fast, I mean, it's very good for climbing, at least in my opinion so far. It's been, I mean, the games are quick. The games are very quick, and it really punishes your opponent if they don't have good early games. So definitely, when you mulligan for this deck, you want to mulligan for Tidecaller, Murmy, or Battlefiend or Demon Companion. You definitely want a 1-drop. Now, generally, the Murlocs are going to be a little better on turn 1 because you want to try to buff them as fast as possible. But if you don't have any of those, definitely keep Demon Companion or Battlefiend, as you want some sort of 1-drop. Not having a 1-drop is really bad in this deck. You need to snowball as fast as possible. So definitely try to get a 1-drop. You can keep like a Consume Magic if you're against Paladin. It's pretty good. Besides that, everything else is very low cost. And like I said, you're trying to build your board, maintain tempo, buff your guys, and go face. What's not to like? I got 3 games I want to show you of some gameplay of this deck so you can see how it works. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Of course, the deck code will be down in the description. Let's get into it.
It's hot.
All right, up against a Demon Hunter here. So we definitely want to try to get a good start. Want to get a 1-drop. We have the Murmy, very good. Battlefiend, also really nice. We can play that on turn 2. I might keep the Warleader, although I think Coldlight Seer is going to be better, but, and Warleader is good. I think I might look for the Coldlight Seer here. Let's see what we get. Grimscale Oracle is not a bad card to have here. I think we're gonna drop the Murmy, and they'll probably go hero power to kill it. Bluegill Warrior. All right, let's play the Murmy here. Definitely thinking hero power is just what they're gonna do. Yep, makes sense. We're gonna have to try to beat them down before they can get some huge healing off weapons. That's pretty much what we need to do. We do end up getting the Warleader here. I'm gonna go Battlefiend. And maybe bait them into killing the Battlefiend and not the Murmy. Because I'd like to get some value out of the Warleader, for sure. A lot of options for my opponent here. Wandmaker. Okay, Chaos Strike. They're probably going to get rid of Battlefiend, which is completely fine because I'm really looking for the Murmy to stay alive. We actually do see a Coldlight Seer. I think I'm going to do a weird play here. I want to get as many Murlocs on the board that I can. And then hopefully they don't have Blade Dance. Because this obviously plays right into Hero Power Blade Dance. If they just don't have Blade Dance here and we can get a Coldlight Seer off next turn, I'm going to feel really, really good. I'm hoping maybe just like a Hero Power on this 1/1. And maybe even like a Wandmaker plus Hero Power on the Grimscale Oracle. That would be okay. I just don't really want AoE. As long as they don't have AoE, I feel pretty good. We just need to wait out one more turn. Oh wow, they're actually playing Battlefiend, so a different build than I was thinking. This is this is fine though. This is definitely fine. Go for trade. Like I said, I just did not want AoE. And we're gonna Coldlight Seer. And then I think I'm just going to Hero Power and we can trade here. Again, we're a little weak to AoE again. If they're playing Blade Dance, I don't know. They're playing 2 Battlefiends, which I don't think is standard in the Soul Demon Hunter build. So we'll just have to see what exactly they're playing. I mean, they could be playing more AoE. They definitely could be playing more AoE, which would be pretty unfortunate if they have that. Okay, they are playing the healing. So that's going to be strong. It's going to be very strong for them. I'm assuming they could have a Twin Slice here to gain even more life. All right. So they're going to go up to 20 here. At least they're not getting a crazy amount of healing. It's still pretty good, though. I think we're just going to play all the stuff. Charger, that's not bad. We're going to play all the things. Go face, go face, go face, go face. All right. We're out of cards. Hopefully we can top a Glide. We do have Consume Magic, which we can use if we have to. Just to cycle 1 card. 5 mana, so our opponent can definitely get to a pretty big amount here, kill the 3/3 and gain a lot of life here. So right now they're looking at gaining 3 life. Not using Hero Power. That could have been worse. Let's see what else they have. For 4 mana, could be Glaive, or oh, just playing a Marrow Slicer. Wow, so they are playing the Soul build. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't really seen many Battlefiends in there. Yeah, I mean, there's no way this is lethal. But we have to go for it. We're just gonna hit for as much as we possibly can. 3 damage off, and then, you know, maybe we can top Kayn or Metamorphosis, or even Glide, you know, something to dig us into lethal. That would be great. Probably gonna need like a Blade Dance. Okay, going for Skull, so they could definitely get the Shard Shatter Mystic here, which is what they need. Shard Shatter Mystic or Blade Dance is gonna be a clear for them. Twin Slice. Shard Shatter? No Shard Shatter. All right, well, we got through that one pretty well, actually. Dodged some AoE, and we got there in the end. Up against Paladin again. Paladin is, as I've said, probably the hardest matchup. Definitely have to have a very strong opening against Paladin. This actually looks half decent. I don't know if we need 2 of these. I want to keep a Consume Magic. It's very good against Paladin. I don't think we need 2 Grimscale Oracles. So I think I'm going to pitch 1, but this is a pretty good 1-2 play. The only thing I kind of see here is if they have just the Altar Attendant on one, this is still kind of rough because they can probably just trade into Tidecaller for free with Hand of Adal. We'll see how it goes. Coldlight Seer is going to be very good. No one drop from them, so that's actually huge for us. That is a really big deal. That is a really big deal. I think we cannot coin here. I think it's fine to not coin. They did not have a one drop, that's very, very good for us. Very, very good. Okay. So what I want to do here is go Murmy. I think I want to go Murmy Hero Power, and then next turn Grimscale Coldlight. Seems pretty good. They shouldn't really have a way to deal with this board. We're going to get some extra damage in next turn. This is a pretty good opening for us, which is definitely what you have to have against Paladin. And they didn't draw one drop, which is very good. Okay, they just topped it that turn, so they're back on the board. Pretty important to keep them off the board, and then hopefully we don't get whaled by Consecration. Because that's pretty good against us. Alright, let's see how we want to do this here. We are just going to trade out. Not even really weak to Consecration here. We only lose the Murmy, and it's Reborn right now. So we're in a pretty good spot. Zealot comes down, alright. That is fair. Pretty good turn for them, even just with the Zealot. But that is a top deck right there. That is a top deck. Trade in right there. And go face. So we are way up on the board right now. Feels pretty good. Let's see. They obviously have the weapon here. They can get rid of Tidecaller if they want. We see the Truth Seeker come out. Probably going to go ahead and consume magic that. Cycle a card. Do you see a Tidehunter? Alright, let's consume magic it. We want to try to get in some damage. We get a glide. Probably not going to go for a glide here. I think let's Demon Companion see what we get. Taunt, probably the worst one. And at this point, I'm safe to just play the Tidehunter because they obviously, Consecration's a card, but we're up by a lot, and we're probably going to glide next turn to refill our hand. So we'll take the Consecration. We should still have 4 damage on board, so that would actually still be lethal even through Consecration. Let's see what they have here. We have another Consume Magic if they do play another Taunt. Okay, Lightforge Zealot. That's not really going to be enough for them. Let's see what else they have. Oh, wow. Lightforge Blessing. Okay. They're at 9. This is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so it's still just lethal. Wow. Interesting tech. I haven't really seen anybody play that card. Lightforge Blessing, but hey, as you can see, it's not impossible to beat Paladin if you open really well. That's kind of the key. You got to open well against Paladin or you're going to be in trouble. Up against another Paladin. All right, hopefully we can get a good start. Double Tidecaller is pretty good. Plus Twin Slice. I think I might even keep the Twin Slice here. It's pretty good for trading on board early, which is very important against Paladin. Very, very important. So let's see if they have an Altar Attendant here, which is the most troublesome card for us. No Altar Attendant. That's great. That is very, very good. I think the question here is, do I want to coin a Tidecaller? I think I do. Tidecaller is so strong. And then next turn we can definitely have a Oracle plus Hero Power, which will be a very good turn, especially if they just Hero Power themselves. It's going to be very good. Okay, cool. Bluegill, let's go ahead and play our Oracle. Hero Power, and then we're hitting for some big damage here. This is an insane start for this deck. Insane start. The only thing we don't have is a way to get through a taunt. So no Consume Magic yet. No Kayn. So that could be a problem potentially in the next couple turns. But looks like my opponent did not draw that well. This deck is definitely going to punish when you don't draw well. So We're going to trade with our hero power, play the Bluegill, and we're just attacking for a ton. And sometimes you can end the game on turn 4. Which is kind of gross, let's be honest. We even have the consume magic for a any sort of taunt minion that they might have. Zealot. Yeah, I mean, they did not open well, and this deck really, really punishes that. This is already lethal on the board. So that was the quickest game of my life, but that's what this deck can do, and honestly, I think it makes it a really strong ladder deck just because of potential like that. Like ridiculous stuff. That was kind of gross.